I'm Ryan Milliken from Hardway Performance, and you're listening to the Diesel Podcast.
I'm Dimitri Miller with No Zone Diesel.
This is Anthony Reams from XDP.
This is Jaron Holder from Holderdown Performance.
Corey Willis from PPEI.
I'm Drew with D&J Precision Machine.
I'm Pinky.
And you're listening to the Diesel Podcast.
Diesel Podcast.
You're listening to the Diesel Podcast.
The Diesel Podcast. The one and only Diesel Podcast.
What is going on, Diesel Nation? Today we're going to ask the question, do the best diesel trucks come from Texas? This is probably going to be a topic that a lot of you guys are going to have opinions on. We've got Chris and Chase from Magnolia Diesel Performance. They're in Houston, Texas, and they're going to be talking to us about their diesel shop, a race truck they're building, popular turbo swaps, tons of different things. Before we get to chatting with them, though, we wanted to thank our sponsors for this episode, ATS Diesel. Just go to atsdiesel.com. They've got a new website. It's really cool, easy to navigate. If you're looking for transmissions, turbo kits, exhaust manifolds, differential covers, transmission pans, rebuild kits, pretty much anything to do with diesel performance, those guys got it. Or you can give them a call at 866-209-3695. Also, we want to thank Amsoil. They're the first in synthetics. They've got a ton of awesome products that are used on race circuits all over the country, not just in diesel, but every motorsport. If you go to amsoil.com, you can browse engine oils, coolants, transmission fluid, differential fluid, filters, tons of different things. And we did an episode with them recently. If you guys haven't heard it, make sure you go back and check it out, where we asked them a bunch of questions about why to choose synthetic fluids, what are the benefits, what can you do with oil change intervals, tons of different things. Also, we want to thank you guys for the amazing response and support we're getting on iTunes. You guys have given us a ton of reviews over the last 4 months. We appreciate all the direction you give us with suggestions for guests and topics and different things like that. It helps us schedule these podcasts and bring you guys the information that you want. So keep doing that. Keep rating us. We appreciate it, and we look forward to bringing you more information that you guys want to hear. All right, let's get to talking trucks in Texas and if they built the best ones out there. Chris and Chase, how you guys doing today?
Pretty good, man. Great.
What's going on in the Houston, Texas area today?
Hot, lots of heat.
Yeah, it's cool to have you guys on. Chris, we've had you on before to talk about your 12-valve restoration project. But today we were going to talk about the shop, Magnolia Diesel Performance, where you guys are located and what you guys do, what kind of trucks you work on. Give our listeners a snapshot of your diesel shop and what you guys are doing out there in the community.
Gotcha. We're located right here in downtown Magnolia, Texas, and we work on all the big three, and anywhere from maintenance, which we try to not push too much and just stick with the diesel performance side of the aspect of everything we do. And right now, since we don't have the old 12-valve we're doing anymore, we're getting a Pro Street truck ready to get back in the ring with the top guys in the Pro Street.
Nice. And you guys now, follow you on Instagram and Facebook and stuff, and you guys seem like you work on everything, whether it's just like an air intake, tune, exhaust, or I've seen engine builds on there. Do you guys do like a little bit of everything, or do you hone in on a particular part of diesel performance?
No, we really go all about everything, man. If I had honed into one certain thing, I think that a lot of customers would be left out, and you see that a lot going on right now with guys that just want to do a tune and exhaust rather than, fuel systems and everything else that a customer may want.
Almost seems like, I think, well, definitely with myself and what we hear from listeners and fans of the podcast is you start with a tune and then you get used to it and kind of bored. And then depending what truck you have, you're either doing a turbo or transmission or something like that, and it can progress really far. So it's cool to have a shop you can go to. You can trust their expertise, their knowledge. You guys have been doing this for a really long time, so you've seen everything and all the trends. And you can guide people through that too. Maybe they want a UCC qualifier truck. Maybe they just want to lower EGTs while they tow. Maybe they're, just want to, have a really powerful, reliable street truck, but you guys can do that.
Absolutely. Yeah, 14 years doing it. So we have your daily drivers, and we've built a couple of good competition trucks out there. No, me personally, I love to just sit here and build motors all day and have to let the guys do all the other stuff. It's not the case all the time.
You guys see about an equal number of Powerstrokes, Cummins, Duramax, or is that particular area heavy towards one brand or another?
I'd tell you, the past 12 years, I was really 90 to 95% of the business always Cummins coming through here. With the new location and shop, I'd say we're doing a lot more Fords in recent years. We still have just a couple of Duramaxes here and there. But yeah, Ford and Dodge right now are probably 50-50 with what we're doing.
Are you guys seeing like mostly new ones or older ones or 6.0s or early 6.7 Cummins?
We've got them from the 95 7.3s all the way up to 2017 and 18 6.7s coming in here on the Ford side. So the Fords are a vast majority of year range. And the Cummins right now we're seeing there's pretty much all the new ones, the Fiat Rams, as I like to say.
I bet on the Ford you're not doing a whole bunch of transmissions, but I'm sure on the Dodge ones.
No. Yeah, definitely on the Dodge ones we are. You know that.
Now, as far as products that you guys offer, what are some brands and companies and things you have? And say if you don't have it in stock, how quick can you get the parts and get the guys on the road or get their build wrapped up?
Yeah, I mean we use ATS is one of the big guys that we've been with for all these years. We still like to use their transmissions and turbo products, and we use a lot of Hamilton Cam. We just brought on push rods, and I tell you what, that's a very good quality product that we just got through putting on a build, and pretty impressed with that. We'll be pushing their product here in the future for sure. And then most products that we don't carry in stock all the time, we can get timely manner, next day, sometimes 2 days, whatever the customer may be looking for that we don't typically always have. And then, all your normal stuff, the Easy Links and SCTs and stuff, we'll have them right on the shelf ready to go.
I was just going to ask you about the Easy Links. You guys seeing a lot of customers that are like asking for it, they want it, they like the convenience of it?
I think that a lot of people were scared of them at first, but it's definitely taken off, and a lot of customers are definitely coming in liking the aspect of being easy.
Yeah.
You can put on their phone, change switches, tunes, and I think they're liking that a lot better nowadays, and we are starting to sell quite a few more over any other of the brands that we carry.
I was just thinking when you mentioned Manton push rods, is that power-driven diesel at the weekend on the edge, the UCC qualifier, and the engine ran away. And I think it split that.
Hamilton's solid block.
Yeah, it did, but the push rods didn't bend.
We were having so many cam issues, before UCC and everything, and then for the block to split and the cam looked perfect. Just like how that reverse rolls there,
Now, with your Pro Street truck, where are you guys going to be taking it? What's the plan with it?
It's just going to be on the down low for now until we start getting further along, progressing with the build. Probably be towards the end of next year before we actually get some time in it and get it completed. But we'll travel the country like we always have all these years, So we'll see you up in Colorado and TS and stuff.
Is it going to be a Cummins?
Well, the last one was, but yes, this will be another Cummins.
Nice. I remember your old truck. I saw it run in Bandamere a few times, and it was a sweet little truck.
It was not too shabby, yes, sir. Just by the time we were getting into low good numbers there, everybody was, starting to get a lot quicker at the time.
Have you seen my old transmission come through the shop at all?
It's been a while. the Skittles transmission?
Yeah.
No, it's been a while, man, since we've seen that thing.
That's good. I always think about that. Sometimes, like on Facebook, I'll see the memories of the Skittles transmission, and then I remember, like, hey man, I got your transmission down here in Texas. I'm like, what?
Yeah, I got a customer that actually bought your truck. He's over in Vegas. He's got triple turbos on there and everything right now. So we correlate a lot of what he's been doing over there with that truck, the silver truck. Just no longer has that transmission.
I still miss that truck. One of my life's greatest regrets was selling my 0867 with like 37,000 miles on it. But we live and learn, you know?
Well, I tell you what, for a Dodge truck, the setup you did, the build on that truck was really nice, man.
Thank you.
It was actually an enjoyable truck to go beat around on.
Are you guys seeing, say with the 6.7 Cummins trucks, are you guys seeing a lot of bigger singles that you guys are wanting to do, or are they wanting to do compounds, or a little bit of both?
It's kind of a mix of both. A lot of guys like to do the second-gen swaps, a little more than the compounds nowadays. But BD actually just came out with their Iron Horn edition, which I like, and we were doing those in 2008. You know, not with BD products, but with the turbo and manifold, basically T3 in them. And then the second-gen swaps turned into a big ordeal. So I like to see BD bringing that situation back, you know, and a little less money, you know, more budget-friendly for a lot of guys that just want to be a street drive, you know, driven truck without having to do all the extra to make a second-gen swap.
It makes it so easy on that platform. It's like head studs, tune, turbo, and you can have a really solid truck for towing or, you know, making 600-700 horsepower. It doesn't take a lot on those engines.
Yeah. It's always that transmission downfall.
Yeah, especially, you know, like, I guess it depends how much power the guys want, but, you know, if you're going with, like, say, a Stage 4 68 RFE from ATS, or they've got a ton of conversions, too, with the 4100s, the Allisons, 48 REs. So there's a lot of options out there for them.
Yeah, for sure. You're getting a lot more options. And once you start getting the transmission life from ATS to 68s and they start building them, I mean, they're definitely reliable, but the guys coming in, you kind of tell them, hey, you know, plan on doing a transmission when they want to start doing all these upgrades to a 6.7, you know, and eventually it'll bite them in the ass.
It does. There's so many guys, like, on that we've heard from on the podcast where like, hey, I talked to this company or talk to this guy about a 68, and they'll tell me, you know, I got a tune on it, you know, some bolt-on parts. It's held up great for a year, and then usually right around that time they'll say, hey, who should I call for transmission, or do these guys still offer this? And it's definitely on borrowed time on a stock setup, even with transmission tuning.
Right.
It doesn't. It's borrowed time.
Absolutely.
It's cool to see what you guys, you know, with the big move you did and the new shop, and, you know, it's a lot of our listeners, I think the Houston area, or just Texas in general, a lot of our listeners are from there. A lot of the messages we get, so I know you guys are passionate about trucks down there, and
absolutely
have some cool builds.
Actually called the truck capital of the world. That's all you see is trucks, man.
Yeah, it's definitely it's cool to see what the guys down there do with their trucks. You know, there's like a little bit of everything. You see performance. I mean, some of the most powerful trucks I can think of come from there, but then also, you know, the different styles. A lot of companies, you know, shops like yours, what you guys have been doing, and you know, the build you guys have been a part of. It's really cool.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's come along. There's a lot of different versions nowadays with a lot of guys trying to go overboard with the SEMA truck. That's a diesel, but, you know, everybody puts their own little touches on it. And then you have just the race trucks, and then you got the show trucks that aren't just blown overboard like a SEMA truck, you know, coming through. And so, yeah, there's a wide variety of the truck builds through here in Texas.
Now, you guys have an event coming up, don't you?
NHRDA finals.
Yeah.
We
had a World Finals.
The Thunder Diesel this past Saturday, but it was a rain out, which is kind of a bummer, being, you know, there was a race here locally that we're all out there, but the rain can't go against Mother Nature, you know.
I've always wanted to go and see it, see World Finals, and it's it's on the bucket list of tracks to check out. I know I've heard it's a fast track.
Anything holding you back? You have a little over a month here to plan and get down here, man.
That's true. That's true.
The podcast is a mobile thing. You can bring it with you.
That is true. That's been something we've been tossing around for a while, is just like hitting the road for 3 months and just going everywhere. And, sitting down, doing podcasts live, basically, and, visiting your shop and chatting with you guys, seeing the track, and a lot of these, guests we've had on, and chatting with you guys.
I mean, you just made your own plan, man. Make it happen.
I'll have to go and annoy you there at the shop, just ask you a bunch of questions and follow you around and see how long till I wear out my welcome.
That would never happen. You're from Colorado. That never happened down here. But
I don't know. I can be pretty persuasive. I'd be pretty annoying if I want to be. Do you guys have, I saw on, I think it was Facebook or maybe Instagram, you guys have a customer appreciation day coming up.
Correct. Yes, we do. I can actually let Chase answer all that for you and give you more information on that, and he can take over from here and fill you all in with what we got going on, the customer appreciation, which is not only for our customers, but any other local shops that like to come by, hang out, get some free food. They're more than welcome to.
Right on. Yeah, Chase, tell me about the customer appreciation day. Definitely what kind of food you guys are going to have. That always brings the crowd in. and what you guys are doing.
Well, it's going to be August 31st. It's going to start about 12 o'clock. We say it goes till 5, but of course, if everyone wants to hang out and stay around, we'll definitely stay with them. You can BYOB if you'd like. We have a really cool local company that is going to be cooking for us. It's Bright Relish. They have kind of an assortment of everything from, there's big things really, Chicago-style dogs that he imports everything in from there, and does a lot of cool other little kind of good just snacks and everything. But he's going to come out and cook for everybody, and then we'll have door prizes, giveaways, gift cards, just all kinds of little stuff to win and stuff to give away, a little swag, I guess that's what we like to call it now. So really just hope everyone local can come out and hang out and see if we can get more people interested in diesel around here.
I'm sure
it's a huge market already, right? But the more the merrier.
Yeah, and with how long you guys have been, there and in business and working on trucks, I'm sure the turnout's going to be awesome for you guys.
So it's really cool to see, one, the amount of guys that are kind of happy we're here that didn't know we were here before based on where our shop was and what the new shop's really got us exposure-wise. And it almost seems like we get to help out a lot more people that didn't know we were here and ended up having to go to maybe other places they didn't necessarily want to. They weren't diesel specific. And it just kind of really grew our following and customer base a lot. And I mean, it's really cool to see the growth just what location alone did.
Now, with like social media, what's for people that are listening and they want to follow you guys on Facebook or Instagram, how do they find you on there?
Magnolia Diesel Performance, on both of them actually, and we actually are. It's still pretty new to us with the website that we're trying to grow as well. It's a full-blown site. We might have jumped in a little heavy for us as far as not parts we tried to throw at the beginning, but we're constantly trying to get that all straightened up and squared away. Been doing a couple promos there too for right now ATS, Recon, GDP tuning, like you and Chris were talking about. The Easy Links are really starting to take off, especially for the newer Fords. It's easy for them to get, on-the-fly tunes versus the SCTs. Most of them we're kind of leaning towards. And then with the newer Dodges that require, unlocks for nominal fee. More than that, you're in the Easy Link over the EFI Live. For a lot of these guys that don't need that extreme setup or data logging, stuff like that, and, really going to start playing with the truck and turning it up.
I noticed, I'm glad you brought up the website because I was on it recently and you guys did a great job with it. Like it's so easy to navigate and find parts for, what year and make truck someone may have. there's so much that's on there, from turbos and transmissions, tuning, air intakes, tons of different things. So you guys did an awesome job with that.
Thank you. We appreciate that a lot. Yeah, it was it's kind of funny when we used a company web shop manager to help with it, and we actually kind of went through a learning curve with them on how to set up the platform or the back end, I guess you would say, for that website, and we spent a lot of time kind of teaching them as they taught us on how to set it up and make the flow versus a lot of the other sites that were out there. I mean, it's definitely not perfect, and we're still always going to be working on it. You know, we're a little shop, so it takes us a little longer to do things like that or get to that versus taking care of a customer. But, I mean, definitely kind of like how it started and hope we can grow that up a lot.
You'd mentioned the promotion that you guys got going on. What are some of them that you have? What kind of deals can people get?
Yeah, right now we're doing free shipping with ATS, Recon, and GDP tuning. Any parts on there. ATS, your promo code would be ATS Proud. Recon, we kind of use theirs, and it's Get Lit. And then just GDP, which I think after this we're going to go ahead and just change the diesel power for the promo code, and that'll be free shipping on anything GDP.
So people can just go to magnoliadieselperformance.com, and then if they're looking for any of those brands, they can just order right on the website if they want to.
Yes, so they can go to that or Magnolia DP as well, just to kind of shorten it up a little bit, .com.
Okay.
All three of those promos, they can use them up to 5 times per customer, and they'll get free shipping on anything they order.
And so you guys ship anywhere?
Anywhere in the U.S., yes, sir. California, of course, depending on what the product is.
Cool. So if anyone's listening to this and they're not in Texas or in Houston but want to take advantage of the free shipping promotions, they can order from anywhere.
Right, and we definitely want to change it up every month, add new brands in, do different promotions with different brands. Of course, you know, we only can do so much. We all kind of have to stick to that MAP pricing, which is really great, especially companies that enforce it. It's really great, like Fast, and a great job they do with their website and the way they enforce their MAP policy. And other companies that do the same really makes it fair to everybody, you know.
That's something, I'm probably going to go on a little rant for a second, but it's so important, you know, like with Voss, what I've read from them is they want to protect their product and their dealers. And, you know, a lot of times, you know, as a consumer, we'll go on different sites and, you know, try to find the cheapest product, but it's important to buy it from a reputable place that's approved by the manufacturer for a lot of reasons. The main one being, like, one, if you have questions, you know the company you buy it from can answer them. And then two is, if there's a warranty issue, some of these companies have rules in place where they're going to want to see your receipt. So if someone goes and buys, say, you know, Fast Titanium from Magnolia Diesel Performance, and they're approved by the manufacturer, sold at the price that's required, you guys have the knowledge there, it's something that kind of gets overlooked a little bit until a problem happens. But we get so many messages about that, like, you know, what part should I buy? If I buy it and something happens, what do I do? And it's great to see, you know, companies like you guys where you've taken the extra time, talked to the manufacturer, done the training if it's required, or, you know, traveled to do the training, or the, you know, the guys came to you and you guys have that expertise there.
Right, yes, sir. Now, Fast is really great with it. You know, like you said, as far as their warranty protection and everything, if you didn't buy it from a reputable shop, you know, you're not going to get your warranty. As far as going on eBay and finding it there, Amazon, something like that. But, I mean, we all want to save money at the end of the day, and there's always that idea that you're getting kind of taken for one in the shop, and we also need to be protected too, and Fast is really great with that and kind of keeps everything fair and balanced, and it also lets us take care of our customer, and especially as great as they are with their warranty process itself. You know, if you've ever had a warranty anything through Fast, it's a really smooth process, and it's just really good how they have everything set up at their company.
Something else really cool too that I want our listeners to know is, like with ATS and the promotion you guys have going, is you guys are an ATS certified installer. So for anyone that wants to get an ATS transmission or a turbo or anything ATS offers and have you guys install it, what benefits does the customer get having an ATS certified installer put the product on their truck?
I mean, it's definitely a lot smoother process from all the way around, as far as, I mean, even not having to deal with cores to have a direct relationship with the guys over there, Mike and them. And as far as your warranty goes with ATS versus you installing it yourself and not having one versus an ATS installer, I mean, that's kind of what you're paying for when you're spending that kind of money. Having that kind of investment go in, you know, you want that full warranty and ability.
Definitely.
The quality of the install, too. You know, it's not everybody can just go out and become or have that certificate, basically. So
that's a really interesting point as well. Is, you know, like, you guys have been installing these things for a really long time, so you've seen everything, know how to pre-fill the converter, know how to do the relearns on it, know the fluid capacity, which sometimes I've heard horror stories of guys installing a transmission thinking it takes stock fluid capacity, but there's a deep pan on the bottom, there's not enough fluid in it, and there's a huge issue where people don't have to worry about that if they go to you guys.
Yeah, you can hear all kind of nightmares on the forums and online about anytime someone does a deep pan, just like you said. And having done it this long, or Chris, I should say, been doing it that long, you know, you learn every kind of thing you're going to come in, you know, across along the way. Any kind of little problem or anything that could arise, like in any kind of build on anything, you have that knowledge and the ability to quickly get with ATS. You have a good rapport with them, you know, and everything works real smooth that way. Instead of, I bought it here, just installed it here, do you even have a warranty after that? I mean, it really helps smooth everything up, and I mean, we're really happy with them and the whole process and attention they give us. I don't feel like we get special treatment from them sometimes versus what I hear from other people, which is definitely cool that they take care of their dealers like that.
It is, man. Well, I'm excited for the Customer Appreciation Day. I do wish I was closer. I'd go to it just to walk around and bug Chris and see if I can annoy him.
That brightens all of our days.
Yeah, Chase, man,
it'd be a lot of fun though. And, it'd be great if you come down, but hopefully you can get down to Worlds though, and we can all hang out there and bug Chris a little more out there.
Yeah, have some good food, see some fast trucks, and check out the track and everything. And I appreciate you and Chris taking time out of your busy day to chat with us and tell us more about your business.
Oh, yes, sir. We appreciate it as well.
Awesome, Chase. Well, you guys have a good one. I will be in touch. And, thanks again for chatting with us.
All right, Patrick. I appreciate it, man.
Don't forget, diesel fans, make sure and check out atsdiesel.com and amsoil.com for upgrades for your truck, whether it's for towing, racing, you want to lower temperatures, make parts last longer. If you're looking to run the best synthetic engine oil or any type of fluid for your truck out there, Amsoil's got it. They've got tons of information. If you want technical specs, you want to see how it performs out there on race circuits, they've got all that on their website. Till next time, keep the shiny side up.